I could the money, I could the woman, for make me lose it. Oh, nah, do man. When you have more faith in a good woman, but Almighty man know say you're the one. What you do to your soul, that's the true you. Can't tell me about God and work voodoo. Willing to sell out your brother for your new shoes. Money make you think you win, but you lose. It's like nobody no real again. And not talk how them feel again. But I prefer good with God than man. Not tell us say you're right if you're wrong.
On the spot, news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on. A blessed and wonderful Tuesday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. We're going to kick it off this morning with some international news. The case of Ricky Trooper's daughter, Brianna Destiny McCoy. Boy, may I tell you, condolences again, Ricky Trooper, to you and the bereaved families. So the Bridgeport Police Department in Connecticut in the United States of America has announced that it has captured the main suspect surrounding the loss of life of music selector Ricky Trooper's daughter, who has since been identified as this woman presently on your screen, Brianna Destiny McCoy. The 23-year-old mother was found unresponsive on April 6, sometime around 11:20 a.m. inside her condominium in Bridgeport, Connecticut. An infant was found unharmed inside the home following the knockings and clappings. So 40-year-old Derek Francis, whom McCoy was dating, was named as the prime suspect in that homicide. So on Monday, the Bridgeport Police Department announced on its social media pages that he has been captured. The department said details will be provided later. We're definitely glad, said the old dirty criminal element, whether you come from yard or abroad, are the same way we are going to address you once you take the life of someone innocently. Yeah man, may I tell you, we're just glad, said the old criminal element is presently off the street. We're just sorry, say Officer Yeman Pick was not deployed in the United States to capture this wanted criminal. But anyway, my peeps, make we continue on to local soil. Now we have some really sad news, my peeps, because a family is definitely in mourning because they are still in search of this man presently on your screen and also that of his child. So the family of this man, who has since been identified as Roderick O'Connor, and his son Roderick O'Connor Jr. of Olympic Gardens in St. Andrew, are desperate to find them. They have not been seen or heard from since Good Friday. Now, Brooklyn White, the senior O'Connor niece, stated that she last heard from her uncle on Good Friday when he called her to say that he was in the parish of Westmoreland. She stated, "I asked him what is he doing in Westmoreland, and he laughed, and that was it. He never called her back and she never heard from him since that day." Now, she stated that subsequent calls to her uncle's phone have gone unanswered and she wants to know what has happened to her relatives. So according to White, O'Connor has no known friends or family members in the parish of Westmoreland. She also noted that his travel documents are still at home. She also stated that he originates from the Rodney Road area of Olympic Gardens and he doesn't know anyone in Westmoreland. And if anyone was coming for him, they would have came for him at his house. It is the first he has done anything like this, she stated. The family reported the matter to the police last Thursday. However, they were reportedly told to return on Saturday to file a missing person report, which was done. Now people really get frightened, people get frantic, people get scared when them family members gone missing because 70% of the time them turn up lifeless somewhere, somehow. So definitely once a family missing out in a Westmoreland, which is considered to be one of the most murderous parishes on the island of Jamaica, definitely the family will be worried about that. So now to you, Mr. Roderick O'Connor, if you're out there and everything good, please link up your family members them and make them know say all is well and you and your son is okay. They are definitely worried about you being in the parish of Westmoreland. So if you're good, just make them know say you're good. We just there hope and pray say you just gal bush again and you just don't want to be bothered with anybody. But if things not right, any regular member of Chan Public out there will know these faces and senses something not right. Link up the squad of them and make the squad of them know exactly what's going on, whether Westmoreland or the squad of them in the Olympic Gardens area. And if you not trust the source of the police, as always, link on the Spot News Media or any like-minded blogger. Pass the information to any one of us and make we pass it on to the relevant authorities. The family members of Roderick O'Connor, Senior and Junior, is definitely worried. Yeah, man. So watch this now, my peeps. Another tragedy has struck. This time again in the parish of Clarendon. We definitely see where Maypen Clarendon and turn up the thing from what they are a certain type of way. We don't love that. Boy, me I tell my peeps, the thing rough out a John shop there. Now a 63-year-old man is presently laid lifeless on a block of ice in the morgue somewhere. He has since been identified as Jerome Fearon. The man them nyam him food, broke the plate right in front of his family earlier yesterday. The incident occurred in the vicinity of the Havana Heights area in Maypen, Clarendon, sometime about 2 a.m. yesterday morning. So according to the police, Farin was at his home with his family members when criminal elements kicked in his door and entered his dwelling. It is said that upon seeing Farin, the criminal elements opened gunfire, hitting him all over the upper body and head. It is said that none of his other family members was hurt. We're definitely glad for that. But what could a man at age 63 do a group of young criminal elements who come name the man food in front of his family in a brazen knockings and clappings like that? Boy, me I tell you my peeps, me I telling you, the heart of man has become desperately wicked. Now another family member door was kicked in, so crime and violence came knocking on their door. Now that family member is going to start taking the issue of crime and violence serious in Jamaica. And as I've said in yesterday morning's vlog, what are we waiting on for each and every family in Jamaica? Feet come knock on with door before we do something about crime and violence. Obviously, the government alone cannot fight it because the police and soldiers them not sit down in your bed with you when criminal elements are come kick in your door, and them not the outer road. We don't know when time the criminal them are come knock it and clap it on the corner. So the onus is on us also, the regular members of Chan Public, to play our part in correlation with the security forces to rid our communities of criminal elements. I've said it once, I've said it twice, I've said it thrice many times, and it keeps falling on deaf ears. What is it going to take for the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora? Say, boy, yo, the police and soldiers alone cannot fight crime. It also need the assistance of you and me, the regular persons in the streets. If we know something, say something. If we see something, say something. What am I gonna do? Yeah, probably 1 and 2 we might fall victim of the circumstances. Yes, definitely agree with you upon that, and nobody no want to lose them 3 points just like that. But what are we going to do? Just sit down and allow them to come take our lives like lamb to be slaughtered? Me not feel like that if you do, each and every person have to play for them part in advancing the welfare of the country. That. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps. So the last thing that we're going to talk about, my peeps, is a decent spot of work put on by the squad of them in the streets. Yeah, man. 3 firearms off the streets, courtesy of the hard work of our police and military personnel. Now a 9mm pistol, a Glock 17 9mm pistol along with a magazine containing 10 live 9mm rounds was seized by the police along Fitzgerald Avenue, Kingston 13 on Saturday. So the Hunts Bay police stated that sometime around 1:10 a.m. a team was on mobile patrol in the area when a man was seen standing in the dark. Upon seeing the service vehicle, the man jumped over the wall into a yard. The police entered the premises and a search of the man and the area was conducted. During the search, a firearm and ammunition was found hidden between 2 blocks. The man was taken into custody, however, his identity is being withheld pending further investigation. And another man is also presently in the custody of the police following the seizure of a firearm during a police operation in the Meckleton Meadows area of Linstead, St. Catherine on Saturday. The Linstead police stated that sometime around 4:40, the lawmen were in the area when a search of the premises occupied by the man in custody was conducted. During the search, a Toyota Noah motor car that was believed to belong to the man was also searched, and a 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 11 9mm rounds was seized. He was subsequently taken into custody, however his identity is also being withheld pending further investigations. So meanwhile, a team of officers in the St. James Police Division also seized a firearm and 1 round of ammunition during an operation along Campbell's Lane in Mount Salem, St. James on Friday. The police report suggests that sometime around 4:30 p.m. in the afternoon, lawmen were in the area when a premises was searched. During the search, a Glock 9mm pistol along with a magazine containing 1 live 9mm round was seized. The police stated that no one was arrested in relation to that particular seizure. Now, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.